What's up, Capricorn? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot B from Boston, rainy, shitty Boston. So, Capricorn, I was doing a little bit of meditating on your collective energy, and you guys are kind of in a 7 cycle with that 7 of Swords. I keep seeing return. I feel like some of you may be taking a break from your significant other. Something sneaky going on there. Whether it's you or your partner. So first, here we go. All right. So first, let me say this for those of you who've never watched me before. I can say Capricorn, however, the energy can come in as vice versa. So it can either be you or your partner. What I do know is that I'm picking up on the collective energy for it. So if you're cross-watching and you don't understand what that means, please just ask below. But there will be no shit talking of any kind on my page unless it's me doing the shit talking. No troll comments, none of that. The subscribers here are actually really working hard on their spirituality. They're really setting goals for themselves, attaining those goals. I'm very proud of my subscribers here. Second thing, this can be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, and Venus, because they all make up your personality. Next, we are having a contest. Whoever sign has the most views by the end of next month, I will be picking one person, unless I do my sorry, I've got a hair here. Unless I do my mid-monthlies with all my doctor's appointments, sometimes I just can't get to them. But if I do mid-monthlies, I'll be picking 2 people a month, and I will choose them from the comments and give them a 60-minute reading for free. So get those views up, get those likes up, get those subscribes up. Let's get it moving on and popping. The last thing. Okay. So I have a new way of shuffling and reading. I have been telling you intuitively what I see before I even shuffle, but so much more information and downloads come in while I'm shuffling. So I prefer to give you that information while I shuffle. I feel like I miss out on a lot of information if I don't tell you what I feel when I'm shuffling, and it may not apply to you. Know that, this may not apply to you at all. That means to check your moon sign, then your rising, then your Mercury, Mars, or Venus. There's always a message in there somewhere for you. Like if they're trying to tell you something about the way that you're loving, it's good to check your Venus sign. I am in Taurus, so I know that the way I interact with love is like a Taurus. And it's important that you know that, because if the divine are trying to teach you a lesson about the way you're loving and old habits and letting go, then you probably want to be looking there for what your sign is and watching some readings based on that. But that's usually if you can't find your messages and your regular sign. There are lots of tarot readers on here that are fantastic. So if you don't find a message here, just know it may be under your moon or rising sign. But let's get it on and pop. Tired of talking. All right. At least about boring stuff. Let's talk about what is going on with you guys, because I'm feeling this 7... this like 5 and 7 of Swords energy over you. Something sneaky and somebody who's very disrespectful. And I feel like the walking away part is there. Whether or not it's been done will be each individual situation. But I feel like you're taking a break from somebody. And in that break, you guys agreed that you're still together, but you need a break. But I feel like somebody's taking that break for not so great reasons, if you know what I mean. They're not actually sticking to the contract of being in a relationship. They're sticking to what their concept is of love, which may not involve you anymore. Sorry, I always get the tough guys near my house who want to rev their engine right in front of the store. You think they'd ever grow up. Anyway, that 5 of Swords energy is that defeat. It's the feeling mentally defeated by somebody who takes what they want, just gets what they want. They don't have any apologies for that. They just take what they want from you, and then it's like they do all this horrible shit and leave. Then the 7 is like a double camp, going between two people, going between two families, a spy, somebody who leads a double life. And in that, I feel that 8 of Cups energy. And when I was shuffling for you guys earlier, just getting my good shuffles in, the 8 of Cups kept coming up as well. So those 2 cards were showing themselves, and so was the 8 of Cups, and it was repetition. It was like all I was seeing. So I'm getting a feeling that a good portion of you may be going through something where, you thought you were on a break, or you thought things were going good, and suddenly you're finding out that your significant other has taken off their mask, and you're like, what in the actual fuck? Who are you? And you're seeing a really nasty side. You're really seeing a nasty side to your partner right now. And I feel like even though this person may be telling you, hey, I've changed my viewpoint, or I've changed the way I'm acting or thinking, or I've changed, the infamous I've changed, not what I've changed, just that I've changed, is something you've been hearing a lot. And maybe this break has something to do with the fact that this person needs to change, and you're trying to, excuse me, you're trying to give them that opportunity to change, but they haven't. They just see it as a victory over you when you believe that they've changed. Yeah. And there they are, the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Cups in reverse. I knew it. The main energies when I just split the deck is the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Cups in reverse. It's like they kept showing themselves repeatedly with the 7 of Swords in the upright. It was like they kept cycling through the deck, and every time I split, one was on the bottom and one was in the middle. So, you've got some seriously, like, very important things to think about when it comes to this relationship, guys. Whatever's going on here, this person, and this could be you doing this to your person as well. So that's what I mean when I say vice versa, or the energy can go both ways. Trying to keep this person in the dark. Now, know that you're not dealing with a twin flame, if that's what some of you are asking or wondering right now. I feel like when you're watching this, you're going to be thinking you're dealing with a twin flame, but you're not. And it's very rare that people deal with twin flames. They're like 1 in a million, but lately they seem to be popping out of thin air, and especially when they're not ready. That's the worst part. This person is just trying to pull the wool over your eyes. This is that I've changed routine, and no, not really. And I feel like instead of offering you abundance in the situation, it's like the person who lives with you and the rent is due, and it's like $1,400, and they're like, here's $20, like, here's $20 for the rent. And you're like, okay, so how do I come up with the other? And they're like, oh, I don't know, this is all I have. So, and then you see them coming in, buying expensive things, and, this type of person. That's what I'm getting off of that. And they're very, very immature in love, money. It's like it bothers you because you're very, very good with your money. And I think that this person's irrational behavior towards money, towards love, it seems really immature to you. It seems as though the more you watch this person, the more you realize that this is no longer good for you. They're not handling their money right. When they do, it's kind of an immature offer. It's kind of a, like I said, here's $20 for $1,400 rent. Where do you come up with the $1,380? Oh, I don't know. So, and their love is the same way. They're kind of just like, well, I don't know. It's like everything's a, Jesus, I would think you were dating a fire sign, because this Russian, some fire signs are really bad with money. They say Aries is, but my Venus is in Taurus, so I'm actually really good with money. But fire signs are known to be not so great with money. But this person just comes in, and it's like they don't have any finesse about them in the relationship. very cutting words. And like I said, this could be you towards your significant other, Capricorn. I don't know. But this person's definitely just like in and out, in and out. And it's kind of making me dizzy how fast they're in and out, and they're kind of all over the place. And I can see why you're maybe taking a break or taking a step back or giving the opportunity for them to change, because their energy is just everywhere. And for you, you're very grounded. And so this makes it, you care about this person, but at the same time, it's like, they can't handle their money right. They can't handle love situations right. And you're waiting for them to evolve or change or come into the relationship really and partake in it. And it's like, this person is just not doing what they're supposed to do. It's quite simple. But you're giving them the opportunity. You don't want to just put them out. Maybe you guys live together, or maybe you love this person. So you don't want to just throw them out in the cold and be like, ah, fuck it. Next, because you guys are not like that. You know, you don't recycle people. You guys are very, takes you a long time to get into a relationship, and you really look at what that person can bring into your life financially. It's no secret that you guys like money. Most earth signs do. Everyone likes money though, really, when you think about it. So you don't want to throw this person out, because it's like you do have good times and good memories. And I feel like that's what keeps you up at night about it, is you have these good times and you have these good memories, and you do want a new start with this person. You do want that family and children, but this person is their maturity level. You know, like I said, they're sneaky and they're childish, you know, they're doing things behind your back. Yeah, this is definitely a soulmate relationship that's at an end. You learned what you don't want in a person. You learned that not everything is as it appears. You may have really looked into this person and taken your time and thought that they would be a wise investment in your life and bring something to the table. And then the more you started to live with them, the more you started to see that they have a spending problem, or they don't save money. They just spend it on anything, on stupid things. Or they don't save anything, and they have, you know, no savings, nothing to fall back on. And for a Capricorn, that's a big no-no. For a Virgo and a Taurus, that's also a big no-no. You have to have your nest egg, and the rest is what you play with. Excuse me again. But you're losing sleep because you really want this person to work out in your life. You've invested time, you've invested yourself, you've invested in a relationship with this person. And giving this up is a lot for you, because now your idea of starting over is a very slow process. It's finding somebody and then taking your time with them, and then thinking how you can involve them in your children's life if you have kids, or your financial life, or how they're going to work out with their career and yours. And you guys are very analytical. And so, you know, you looked at this and you looked at all the choices and you looked at all the options, and it's like you don't see in the puzzle room for them anymore. You feel like being with them kind of brings you out of who you are, you know, being around that energy that's really all over the place, that's in the moment, that's just come, go, and in and out, and all of that type of thing is really, it's making me dizzy. And I'm an Aries. I love to come and go and spontaneous and blah, 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 jump off a cliff without a parachute. But even this is making me like, oh, because this person, it's just like a rush of, they're a hot mess. That's really all I can fucking say, is they are a hot mess. Whoever this person is, it's like they come in and it's like, I'm here, you know, they make themselves a sandwich, and, you know, they rush in, and it's like, they're like a tornado through your whole house. And it's like, you just, you know, when they're there, they're very immature. They're very just all over the place. Like, you can't get them to sit still. They're like almost that energy of like behaving like a kid, putting their feet up on the table, you know, and you're like, you know, this person is just not, it's not really cohesive for you. And now you're finding that this person really has secrets and ways of behaviors that are sneaky, that you don't like. Again, Capricorn, this could be you doing this to your person. So you see sneaky ways and you don't like them. you're thinking that the best thing is at this point to close the circle, close this cyclical thing that you guys have going back and forth, and realize that you've learned the lesson from it. And you're taking the burden out, you're sorting out your wants, if you will, to figure out what the lessons are, what you take with you, what you leave behind. But it's time for you to go. And you're ready to close this cycle. And you're right. Your instincts are right about this. That waiting that you're doing is not going to come in. There's nothing coming in. There's just really nothing coming in here. It just feels, like I said, it feels like this rush of, it's making me like run out of breath. It's like, it just, blah. But I'm not surprised to see this card. That's why I said I wouldn't be surprised if you're dealing with a fire sign. But you're standing in your power the right way. And you're trying to teach this person to really put in the effort. And I feel like you can't put in any more effort. You can't stand in your power in the right way anymore. You've given this person time and time and time. And it's time for a new start for you. It's time for you to get away from this because, oh, there you are. Been waiting for this. This sneaky behavior. This person is, going between camps, stealing back and forth, leading a double life. This person is the spy. This person is that person who would have a whole nother family out there and you wouldn't know about it, type of thing. So whatever leeway you're giving them, they're running with it. Talk about give an inch, run a mile. With that, we've got the Four of Pentacles, which to me always, me and my twin flame always have this conversation, and it speaks of mine, and it reminds me of Finding Nemo. Mine. That's all I can think of when I think of this, is how him and I do that to each other when we say the word mine. But this is that very... God, it's making me breathless, guys. They're acting possessive toward you because of the fact that they don't want you to leave when you find out about this. And not only that, but I feel like you already know, and that devastation, you've already kind of cried it out or been devastated and been stuck with this energy for a while. Just wishing this person would, what they're saying would come to fruition. They would actually do what they said and clean up their act. But clearly they're still a child. Yeah. I feel like here, you're going to really have to take charge because there's a lot of secrets going on. And I keep seeing lately that if you look here, this doorway has cobwebs in it. So this is kind of like where angels fear to tread. That's where all the secrets hide, and all the lies and all the secrecy and all the bullshit, the shadow self, all that drama hides that, you could find answers to, because the moon talks about, information that is hidden, information that is not truthful, or, what I always say, what you can't see during the day, you can see at night. Think about what I just said before you say, it shouldn't be the other way around. Then we've got the King of Swords. Must be me reflecting back to that behavior. He's here. So, you're really going to have to take control of this situation in order to come back to your garden of life. And as a single person, you're really going to have to put your foot down with this person and let them know this is the end of it. That you're done giving, because, you've got the 6 here. Now, it puts you in a position to give. Yes. And it's kind. Yes. And you're being generous. But it also puts you in the position that you end up giving away all your gold. If you look at the table, there's not much left, and there's still all these hands out. So it talks about, maybe giving too many chances, giving too much money, giving too many things, giving too much of yourself. In the middle of that, you have the 10 of Pentacles, but you also have the 4 of Cups. So it's like you've given to this person. You've actually put time, effort, money, whatever into this person, and this is what you expected. And maybe you had that for the first honeymoon period, but this is what you ended up with, which is, to me, always disappointment. She's got 3 cups here that are full, yet she's focused on the one that's empty and disappointed about the offer she didn't get. So she's disappointed, not even looking at the other good qualities or the other cups or whatever. She's disappointed that the one cup she wanted, she didn't get. So there is some serious disappointment in what you expected from them. So that is shuffling. It can pertain to one of you, some of you, a bunch of you. Messages come through. Take what you can, leave what you can't. Don't try to make it fit your situation. So if you're taking a break and you don't see anything weird with your significant other, then don't worry about it. But if you're taking a break with them because you're feeling like something's going on during that break and because you're not quite sure about them, then that's for you. So do we have any messages for Capricorn? I keep wanting to call you guys Sagittarius. That's why I think you're dealing with a fire sign. I keep wanting to say Sagittarius, and I don't know why. Granted, I just did their reading, but yeah, you're entering energy is the 8 of Cups. Yeah, these are really talking for, whoa, really talking for you guys. We have a lot of Pentacles here. And it's like you've had your heart open with this person. And instead of taking your heart and doing the right thing with it, I feel like this person took advantage of your heart. And now you're done with this person. Again, you're going to have to be really strong in cutting this person off, guys. This person is not going to want to go. They think that their behavior is fine. Bottom of the deck is the star reversed. So we know that you're not going to get what you wish for here with this person. You're entering energy. The card I've been seeing. 8 of Cups. This time it's in the upright, which tells me that after seeing this, the dimensions have changed a little bit. And so you're now going to make that decision to walk away, leave these cups behind and go. Because this is kind of the confirmation, I guess, some of you were looking for, was for me to go ahead and acknowledge what was going on there. So this went from reverse into the right side position. So that tells me that you made your mind up, some of you, and the dimensions changed. And so you're ready to walk now that you have a confirmation. You have the Queen of Cups that's facing this. Now, this tells me you've had your feelings open this whole time, but this person continues to act, and notice they have their backs to each other. They continue to act in a childish manner. The Page of Swords always has a hidden agenda, always has something going on behind the scenes that he shouldn't. And he's the realm of the mind. So you're talking about someone that can be very manipulative, that can be spying, that can be, he's kind of the house spy, if you will. Youngest child of the swords, and he's kind of the house spy. He's like the whole tarot deck spy. He's like the gossip. So with that, we have Judgment, and Judgment is in reverse. So I feel like you've made up your mind now, and this behavior you're done with. You're definitely taking Judgment on your side, and you're going to make the decision to walk away from this person. And it's a good thing, because this person isn't holding true to the values and the core values that you thought they did, which is why you had them in your life to begin with. Now we have the King of Rods in reverse. like, I keep feeling like you guys are dealing with fire, but you could be dealing with someone, and I normally never say that, so it's weird for me. But you could be dealing with someone who has a lot of fire in their chart as well. May have a moon or rising that's fire as well. But you have the King of Rods in reverse, and the King of Rods in reverse, he's very charming, but he's very manipulative. He uses that charm in the wrong way. So whoever this person is, they have a lot of fire energy. They're all over the place. They make me feel like I'm running out of breath. And it's like trying to get a hold of them is just, you can't, you know, it's like they're constantly moving. But I feel this strong fire energy, and they're not really willing to make the changes, is what I feel. They're not really willing to do the shadow work and become who they need to be. In fact, they've got their back turned. Wait, where is it? Yeah, their back turned. Sorry, I'm trying to see this backwards. To the Knight of Pentacles. Well, the Knight of Pentacles never makes an offer. So this person, what's really behind them is never making the offer to fully change, never having the intention to fully change, and always continuously, you can all laugh at that, continuously making, you know, an effort that's like 20-year-old level, maybe at most. And, you know, they're living in their shadow self. This is what they really have behind them. This King of Rods, this person who's in and out and all over the place, and, you know, very much a womanizer, a man-nizer. I guess they have a name, a term for that. We'll just leave it alone. But this person is a real work of art behind the facade. And now you're seeing it now that you're living with them or what have you. They never truly had the intention to offer you anything. And so it's like they just stopped putting in the work, period. And you picked up the slack. So you're going to have to be really strict with this person and let them know that your time together is done. You know, these memories are not enough to keep you there. They're memories. They're old things that are from your past. And like I said, they're going to fight with you. They don't want to go back to this single woman status or single man status. They're going to argue over it because they want to stay in the same bad behavioral patterns that they've been in, that you've been accepting up until now. They figure you've accepted it this long. Why wouldn't you continue to accept it? So you're really going to need to be very, if you don't live with them, it's like they just show up at your house. I don't know, it's a very weird vibe. But you're going to have to be very strict with them in what you allow them to do. And pushing them into that single life, it's not going to be easy. They are going to fight with you. They are going to argue with you. There is going to be that, you know, back and forth bullshit, if you will. So you really need to be strict in that, because the more you allow their behavior, the more they're going to continue to behave that way, right? But just know, you know, this person is doing some sneaky stuff. And that, again, that's Capricorn or Capricorn's partner. It doesn't matter to me if the energies come in reversed, only that you get the messages. So that is it for the month of March. I will be going back to select the winner, and I will be choosing someone in the comments for one free reading. So let's get this message out there to all the Capricorns that we can. And I will catch you next time. This is your girl, Keli, coming straight at you from the Queen Tarot B in Boston. I'll catch y'all later.